Hello everyone, welcome to another AGR Presents. This is Amigo Aaron. Tonight we're going to take a look at the Atari 2600 classic game, Cosmic Ark. This game is put out by an outfit called Magic. They're a very interesting outfit of guys. And I was turned on to this game early on. I was always a big fan of Magic. They had awesome looking boxes that almost always had the silver foil with the realistic picture on. I always thought that was just freaking awesome, man. And so I had to pick this one to give a shot. Cosmic Ark was one of the initial offerings of Magic. It came out in in 82, and was designed by a fellow named Rob Fulop. Rob did several really good games back in the day. A lot of Atari 2600 stuff. He was involved in many interesting games, and including Night Trap, so which I always thought was interesting. He also ported Night Driver to the 2600, and he did the Atari 8-bit line of Space Invaders. So I always thought that was neat. And of course, he did the awesome Demon Attack, and he co-founded Magic. So he did a lot of stuff. So this game I always liked because it was one of the first games I ever saw that had two stages. I'm really stinking here, so we're going to play again. This game has the cool entrance stage here. We're going to start again where all you do is defend your ship from asteroids. I've got to tell you, this always gave me trouble. I'm not a good twitcher, and this game calls for really lightning reflexes. Then the second stage here, your mothership brings down a little transport ship, and you beam up these aliens. And what you're trying to do is just what the name of the game says, Cosmic Ark. Your object is to get specimens from these different planets and this spaceship and take them to a new planet. Now, this game I always thought was awesome because it was actually sort of a sequel to another Magic game. In fact, one of the first Magic games, which was called Atlantis. Atlantis is another really awesome game, completely different from this and that one, that you're shooting bad guys that are trying to attack Atlantis. You're defending it, which I always thought was really cool. And the end of that game, when Atlantis finally blows up, a little tiny ship zooms off into space, and that's this ship, which I always thought was great. And here we are with the former Atlanteans trying to get species to repopulate a planet, which I think is really neat. This game adds difficulty as you go. So right here, when you take too long, you'll have to defend your ship on planet side from asteroids. So here we go again in deep space. You'll notice that bar at the bottom. That sort of keeps track of how much you can die. So you get basically fuel units, and every time a meteor hits you, you lose some. And so you can, and so here we go. We're not doing well here. I'm horrible at this part of the game, but I'm going to try my best here. And also I'm playing with, and there we go. Now watch this at the ending. There's that little ship, very similar to the ship that left from the Atlantis game. And I always wondered if there was another game in this series that that little ship appeared in, but I don't think I've ever heard of one, but it would have been cool. I like the fact that there was a sequel in the works, and they actually thought about it when they did Atlantis, because Atlantis, effectively, it's a very depressing game. So is this. When you die, you lose. Everyone in your city's dead, and your city's destroyed. So, kind of a bummer. Again, this came out in '82 for the Atari, and of course, that Magic was a spin-off company, very similar to Activision. I'd say the big three games for it were this, Atlantis, and Demon Attack. But they had quite a few neat games over the years, including Beauty and the Beast, which I really liked, Riddle of the Sphinx, which I liked, a Star Voyager, which was a tremendous game, which I liked. So they had quite a few good ones. I mean, I'm just scratching the surface here, but they had some good ones. Oh, and another one of my personal favorites was a game they did, which it reminds me of this game in some ways, which is Dragonfire. Dragonfire has two separate stages as well that are, markedly different. And I like what they were doing. I mean, you got to consider this is on the Atari 2600, which, you know, you're talking multiple games inside of one game. Pretty impressive. You know, I always thought that was really, you know, really neat. So I'm going to try my best. I'm having a little bit better luck here. I'm actually playing this on a Genesis controller, and I'm not used to it for that. I mean, in my opinion, the asteroid level is easier with the joystick. I don't have a reason for that. Just because I'm used to it. There's nothing worse than this little laser hitting your ship after you've picked up both the aliens. That's always horrible. It sucks so bad. Well, this is where it starts to get tough. Now you'll notice, as I mentioned earlier, the cool foil cover, or the realistic picture cover with the kind of foily box. And man, I always liked those, and they always had these really awesome covers. I mean, and I remember hearing that they spared no expense in making these things. I mean, they would actually make models and take pictures of them professionally. They were really cool. I always thought that was a real, you know, a neat gimmick. Oh boy. Well, I think that's just about the end of me. Yep, and there it is. So, well, I hope you enjoyed this quick look, and till next time, adios.